and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22. Right, today guys, we are going to get our field ploughed out. Long story short, as you know, we cut the grass in the previous episode, and it basically just says it needs ploughing, and it says it needs liming. I do believe that's what it says. Look, yep, needs ploughing, needs liming. So we're gonna have to deal with this, and that's the reason why I haven't changed the months. I'd like to stay in this month due to hang on a minute. So that needs liming and ploughing as well. So yeah, they both technically need liming and ploughing, but I'm not really gonna do the sheep pen. I think we should be okay leaving that. We only cut the sheep last time just to get an extra bale really quickly, but we do need to try and get where our supporter sign is. If you are on the supporter sign, guys, thank you so much for being a supporter. I know it is, well, it's the first today, guys, and obviously that is Patreon renewal day. I do massively appreciate anybody and everybody who is still a supporter. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, guys, so it's mega it's mega early. I don't know who's still on the list and who's not. You know, well, swinging around the house. Oh, sorry, my bad, I did not lift my tool up. But yeah, today's job is to get in these fields. I need to get them ploughed and I need to get them reseeded today. Now, the reason why I need to reseed this field today is because when we jump into April, we might as well use the benefit of that new month. You know, there's no point going to April if we're not going to be able to get a growth stage out of it, basically. That's my idea, and that's kind of what we are exactly going to do. Now, if it does miss any bits on the side, I'm quite happy to leave them. It makes the field look a little bit more realistic. This won't take over long. Now, I do apologise if I'm a little bit snivelly today, guys. I don't want to say it's hay fever now. I've been blaming hay fever all summer, but I do actually believe my kids have gone back to school. I do actually believe I'm getting ill now. Yes, I know I'm getting ill. Can't win. Right, I am gonna have to just dig that corner out a little bit. Just because I want to get in that corner, and then we're gonna kind of do it this way like that. Just gonna try and square that up like that. Beautifully done. Look at that. Come on, get going. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically the plan today. We need to basically get this field, we need to get it up and running. We need to get it limed, we need to get it fertilized. We've got a lot of work to do, and I'm not getting as close to that fence as I would like, but I don't want to get too close to the point where it causes us a headache. Oh, just leave that there. This is not going great. This is just a bit of user error on the old plow right now. There we go. Actually, we might have to do the outside of that. We might. Yeah, the idea is in the next episode I'd like to be in April, you see. So if I can quickly plow this out, if I can quickly go to where the supporter sign is. So now people were saying in the comments below, in one of the previous videos, the supporter sign couldn't be done because it's only decoration grass. Now, I don't know that, so I'm going off the information you said that I'm not able to do that unless I basically plow it out. So we will be ploughing it out probably today as well. And yeah, so that way we can get it reseeded and we can get into April then as soon as possible. Right, we are leaving quite a few patches here. So I'm gonna just quickly turn on create field and just let it plow it out. I was hoping to have some, you know, leave a couple of little patches, make it look a little bit more realistic, but it's leaving patches in the middle of the field and I don't understand why that is happening. So we shall just get rid of said patches in the middle of the field. Right, there we go. So if we go down there, we've got, I reckon we've probably got about one more pass coming up. I just want to go around the edge again, just in certain places, just to try and get a little bit more out of it. I think I was gonna leave it, but no, it's a bit too much. Like that big patch there just to the left, that's like bald. It doesn't look right. Now that bit there I just missed, but that was just my bad driving. Right, there we go. So that is there. So that looks a lot better now. Now it shouldn't take us over long to get this seeded out, that's for sure. Now the problem is with doing this kind of ploughing is I don't have a choice. I have to do it manually. There's no way I can do this. Whoa! Drifting. Come on, Renault. Just keep the accelerator going. Just keep the accelerator. I'm just going to tidy this up, and then I'm just going to go and do the other side. That makes a massive difference, does that? Go. So I'm going to drive up here. I'm going to just keep the foot down. I know it means we're ploughing what we've done, but the Renault doesn't like to start on the ploughed texture. It gives it too much wheel spin, so I'm just trying to keep the revs up, the speed up a little bit, just to try and cut back on the wheel spin and the sliding. And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to come up this edge, and we're just going to we're just gonna not get like in the hedge per se. We're just gonna try and tidy up a little bit of this like this. There we go. That looks better. I was quite happy to leave it, but then I realised how much it had left. It made it look a little bit suspect. I say it would be nice to get in the sheep field as well, but we don't really need to do that. We're getting plenty out of that. We're going to leave that top bit like that. I want to get the ploughing done over by the supporter sign, and then that can get regrowing as well. Now we won't get a lot of grass from the supporter sign, well, supporter sign area, but yeah, that sign will be getting updated in the next couple of days. I only update it a couple of times a month, so if you want your name on that board, now is pretty much the time. It'll probably be done maybe before the next episode. Come on, doing it again. Look at that wheels. You see that slide? Are we sliding because of the hedge, or are we just sliding because I've got the wrong tyres on? Come on, come on, come on. I'm not going to go too close up to the sign because there's going to be no point. Yeah, we can't cut this grass, so we might as well. Oh my god! Right, lift the plough. That was just the tractor and just not finding any grip in that area. Terrible. Try and get a nice little bit of edge there. I don't mind a little bit of a gap going to the road. I've never minded like a little edge, a little verge. There we go. Although that's a little bit too close. Oh, that's going to line up perfectly there. There we go. Wow. We've used this plough so much with this tractor, but doing our own fields, it is struggling. It's struggling like crazy to do it. Ah, I missed a bit. There you go. So that is going to be this job done. This is going to be one of the most annoying jobs to do because now we've got to go and like seed it. Bit of indigestion. There we go. Come on, little Renault, come on. But the fact that once again we are working in our own fields, I am absolutely loving this. We are working in our own fields. It's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. We are literally working on our own farm. So the contracts are going to get less and less and less and less. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're doing too many contracts, you know, but that was the way this farm, you know, this series started. You know, if we went and did, say, a Let's Play on, say, let's just say the Western Wilds, for example, there's no contracts to do at all on that map. And we'd struggle to make money on that map in general. As I said, you know, originally this was like a contractor series, and that's what we've done. Let's get that there. I think we might use the Ford again to get the seeding done. It's just nice to use different vehicles. Come on. Oh, we've only got £4,000, so we, you know, we don't have a lot of money. It would have been nice to have got a worker on some of it, I think, but it's just not. It's not always possible. Let me get over there. Right, the seeder is... Where's my seeder? Where's my seeder? I know my seeder's around here somewhere. I don't remember where I parked my seeder. No, that's my planter. God, where did I park it? It's not in there, it's not in there, it's not in there. Where did I park it? Did I park it down here? Let me have a little look. Oh, you're joking me. I have completely and utterly forgotten that this needs doing. I found my seeder. I found my seeder. That guy needed to be doing linseed first thing. Right, I need to look at my planter. Can my planter... No, my planter cannot plant grass. Oh, I am absolutely stuck then right now. That is painful. That is absolutely painful. So yeah, my seeder... Yeah, I meant to do the Leyland while we were doing the ploughing. He should have then finished that by the time he's done that. So yeah, we have got a little bit of a wait, I'm afraid. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and connect up to the fertilizer, and we might as well put a little bit of fertilizer down while we're waiting. Oop. The brakes are not the best on this. Might have to add a little bit more brake force to it. Right, let's lift up. We also need to go and get some lime as well, actually. I don't know if anyone's noticed on this map, but while I was in GE tidying up some of the things I wanted to do, I removed a bit of fence from just here next to that gate, which basically gives me access to being able to come this way. But yeah, there's one of these pieces of fences here just randomly there, and yeah, so I took that one out just to tidy my farmyard up a little bit. Alright, so what have we got here? Yeah, we're going to do this in one pass. That is fantastic. We might as well go and put a little bit of fertilizer down in the sheep area as well. We might as well. It's not going to be... Not going to do any harm to get any fertilizer in there. Next time they eat the grass from the field, it'll just give them that little bit of extra quantity, you know, from the field. I've done it again. I'm always hitting that fence post. I did it with the bale trailer in the last episode. Yeah, we're a little bit delayed right now due to me not remembering where the leyland was with the cedar. Now the reason why I put the leyland up there is to do that contract so that I could basically get some lime with it. We need to get lime. And I thought, well, we'll use the money from that field to pay for the lime basically. But we do need to send a vehicle up there actually with the trailer, because we're going to need to bring... we're going to need to bring back a lot of lime. Because ideally this field needs liming as well. Now you shouldn't really lime with it, you know, with the animals in there, but we need to do something. We can't be waiting all day. What are we looking on here? 423 litres of wool. Right. Oh yeah, I never adjusted the wage payment. It's charging me too much in wages. Alright, so that's there like that. We're gonna have to put a bit of fertilizer over here. I'm wondering if we can send... I was wondering if we could send the Ford up with this Kubota spreader on the back and just fill the spreader, but the problem is it's going to use a lot of lime. That's the problem, it's going to use a lot of lime. I think we're going to be better off sending the trailer up. Now the trailer's here actually. Can I drive through there? Yes, I can. So if I dump this off here and we drive up to the shop, trying to think how many bags of lime we need. Wonder if... Now let's have a look in the shop. I wouldn't mind that. That would be actually quite handy to get. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a shame of the price on that, innit? It's a shame on that. And 31 grand for that, 28 for that. Still a little bit too expensive for me, I'm afraid. So we can't get that. Can't do that. Drop that off there, and let's get the trailer. Now, how many bags of lime are we going to need? 2,000 litres per bag, that's the thing. I don't know what's going on here today, but my brake pedal just seems very suspect. But yeah, we'll take the seed with us. I'm not messing around. We'll take the seed with us, and I need to buy... Trying to decide here how many bags we should buy. I don't want to buy too, like, massively too much. I know it doesn't go amiss, but I don't want to buy, like, miles too much. I don't mind buying too much, I just don't want to get way too much. But I also don't want to get not enough either, to the point where I then have to send a tractor all the way up here to the shop. For example, for like 1 bag of lime. I suppose it depends on the price. Let's see what we can. We're going to have to buy the cheapest price lime. I have kind of been avoiding buying the cheapest one because it was like a mod. But I do think we need to just... It's lime. I've never been a fan of how quickly you use lime on this game. I've always thought, like, wow. You know, you can use 4,000 litres of lime in like a minute. It's crazy. This tractor never seems to get to 28 miles an hour. top speed is 28 miles an hour, and it never seems to get there. I should have been better, or I would have been better bringing the Renault. But no, we're 1:30. And we've got a little bit of time left. I need to get seeded today. Even if I have to seed off recording, I need to get seeded today. That grass needs to be growing as we hit April. It'll basically give us a growth stage. If I do it, if I seed it in next month, we're going to lose April. And we don't want to be, you know, we need to be getting that cut straight away. Now, I know somebody said leave it this year and do it over winter. I kind of know where you're coming from, so we don't miss like a cut. But the problem is, if we're gonna lose like 20% because we need to plow it out, we're gonna end up the equivalent this year missing a cut anyway, with what we lose in yield by not having it plowed. So it's better to just plow it out, and yeah, I feel it's just better just to plow it out and get it done. Now we'll just go in here from the shop side. Let's have a little big bag. We just need cheapo lime. 1,000 bag, 2,000 bag. And well, the white rhino is actually cheaper, because that would be 320. So we'd pay £20 a bag more, but the bags are bigger, so we'll have to go with this one for now. I think we're gonna go with 8 is the most we can buy in one go, so we will buy 8 bags of lime. There we go. Got 8 bags. You'll have to forgive me for some of the tools not being connected. I had to basically recreate the game as I was explaining in the last episode, because I don't know, it was weird. It like corrupted out. It was very strange. Very strange indeed, because I hadn't done anything, you know what I mean? I just saved it. It's like it's corrupted on a save, and then I had to basically just create a new thing, transfer over some of the files, you know, the XMLs. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good there. Thank you very much. We'll get that loaded up there. Come back for the other 4. They should fit on the end. I hope they fit on the end. They're going to have to. Yeah, I like that. I feel like that needs to be a screenshot. This needs to fit on there. This needs to fit on there. Now, did that just come up saying that contract was complete? I weren't really paying attention, I'm not gonna lie. When I'm doing front loading work, I end up massively concentrating because I'm not great at it. There we go. Alright, can I just... Nope, he's nearly done. Nearly done. 16,000 litres. I think that's massively too much, but I don't know. We'll see. Right, come on. Whoa. Okay, wait. Sliding. Okay, we've got too much weight on the back end. Not enough on the front. It's a good job we didn't do this in the Leyland, isn't it? The Leyland is not 4-wheel drive. This is painful. I am going to have to do a bit of a time lapse when we come to seed the grass. But I will be probably bringing a jump cut in at some point, because for the Leyland to drive back to the farm is going to be a long, slow drive. Although I didn't realise how long and slow this was going to be. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump cut this so that I've got the Ford and the Leyland back at the farm. We know the Leyland almost finished that contract. And this is going to be a slow drive back as well. Look, 96%. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll put in a jump cut, and I'll see you when we've got everything back on the farm. Right, there we go. We are here. Oh, there's a little bit of seed on that trailer. Let me get that in there. Lovely. Right, first things first, we're actually going to seed the actual field first. That needs to be done. Now, I don't know if anyone was paying any attention over the last few days to the mods. There was a new 6-meter seeder come out, foldable. I don't know what it was now. Now, like I say, well, I'll get in a bit of a time lapse to catch up where we're missing at the moment. 185. There we go. Look at that. 120 brake horsepower, 40,000 pound, guys. Extra 2 meters wide. We are gonna now be looking at trying to get that seeder. It folds and it's 2 meters wider. So imagine doing all these jobs 25% quicker, just because we've got a different seeder. But that is gonna be what we're trying to do next. I say next. I'm talking like after, you know, after like the harvest season, you know. You never know. We might actually be able to get it this year. Who knows? I'm just desperate to do some silage contracts. Now, we are going to be smashing out a couple of silage contracts in the next, like, few episodes, because we've got the equipment to do that now. They are absolutely fantastic money to do. But for now, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this into a little bit of a time lapse. We're going to get this field ploughed out. We're going to get this field seeded with grass. We're going to go and do the other little bit of by the supporter sign as well. And I'll probably try and get limed at the same time. Go. Now, I am gutting that it started to rain, but I needed to get that. I needed to get it seeded. It was, I know it's not best to do that in this kind of weather, but it needed to be done. Simple as that. It had to be done. So what I'm looking at doing next, I do love driving this Leyland. This Leyland is such a nice vehicle to drive. I do love driving this thing. Even though it's not very quick, and you know, we have had issues with it in the past, but all the little adjustments I've made to it they've made it so worth using. It's a lovely mod. Right. The only thing I don't like is the way the dirt is on the tires, but that's just, you know, at the end of the day, not much you can really do about that. I have tried a few different ways to change it, but yeah, it just kind of makes it worse, to be honest. That'll do. I'll put that there. So we need to get some lime now. That is the last job to do. And I'm thinking I want to try and get... We can get one bag in here. I think one bag will... Yeah. Oh, I never thought about this. The Leyland... Have you seen the Ford sliding? It's really annoying me, actually. No matter what I seem to do, that just doesn't seem to stop. Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to be a problem. There's too much weighting, and I don't have a weight on the front of the Leyland. So we're going to have to do like one bag at a time. And we're just going to have to go very slowly. But we've got this field to do, which is almost done. But if you notice, this was almost a whole bag just for this one field. Wow, that was crazy insane how that was just... The issue now is I'm going to have more than one bag. See what I mean about the tyres? They're just instantly white and they'll stay white. It's the one thing I don't like about the Leyland. And like I say, I'm always trying to learn new skills when it comes to fixing mods and adjusting them and things like that. Can we please put the wheels back down? Thank you. I'm having to drive. So I didn't want to be driving super slowly. I shouldn't have used the Leyland. I should have used the Ford. The Ford has a weight on the front. I can put a weight on the front of the Leyland. Oh, that reminds me. 1 second, 1 second. Oh, saving. We did that contract. There you go. We did that contract early on. Now, I'm not going to be doing any fertilising and cultivating contracts and stuff. I'm just going to wait for the harvest season to be over for them. Right, so we can get this done in one pass. And then basically what we need to do is we need to go into the sheep field and do one pass with that. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I've got everything I wanted to get done in this episode. We've had some slightly longer parts to the episode than I would have maybe liked. You know, it's taking a little bit longer, but you know, at the end of the day, as long as we get the job done, I'm not overly fussed. Right, that's going to run out there. Perfect. And we've got the majority of the sheep field done. So in the next episode, we will definitely be in April. We're going to be in April 1st. And yeah, hopefully we can crack on with some silage or some hay. I'm not really sure what jobs we'll be able to get done, but we'll get something done. We'll get something done. Wow, that's taking a while to fill. And there's another bag down. So what's that? Yeah, so that's 3 bags now already. Wow, that's crazy. I'm quite glad I bought 8 then. The good thing at the moment is the fact that it's one pass on each of these fields because they're nice and thin. I should have turned left there, but I knew my tractor was bouncing and I didn't have the ability to steer and brake as efficiently as I would like. So this is going to be the last job of the day, which is quite a good job really, because it's absolutely pouring down with rain. There we go. Let's just drive all the way down there in a straight line, and hopefully we don't run out of lime, which I think we are actually going to run out of lime. Can I just cheat this? Because I don't want to go back to... I know I'm kind of cheating here, guys, but I didn't want to go all the way back up there for one more bag of lime. I didn't want to go back up there for a bag of lime. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll leave it so it runs out, so that... Because it might have just been enough. There you go. We're done. So that is the farm up and running. Our next stop, guys, is we have to get a harvester again. Now, I say again because obviously we've originally had a very cheap harvester. It wasn't very good, but it did give us the chance to do some harvesting. Now, we need to buy one that we're going to keep. I want to bring chickens in. We have the room for chickens, but we can't do anything with them because we literally have nowhere to feed them. I'm not buying feed, but we can use the feed from harvesting, you know, the excess that you get from doing contracts. But that's what I want to do. So our next stage now is we need a harvester, and I'd love to try and get that new bigger seeder if it's possible. It would be a nice thing to try and get my hands on. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. I've had an absolute blast. I always do playing this game. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.